Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Zach. I'm a senior from the Houston, Texas area, and I'm a double major of business and psychology.
Hi, I'm Tanmai. I am also a senior. I'm a biology and business double major on the pre-med track, and I'm from Roanoke, Texas.
And tomorrow we're going to be answering any questions that you want to ask about Southwestern. Good morning, folks. Once again, my name's Zach, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have about Southwestern today. So go ahead and start sending those questions in, and I'm ready to answer them.
Hey guys, I'm Tanmai. I am at Dallas Children's Medical Center right now because I don't have any classes, so I volunteer. Hit me up with any questions that you have about attending Southwestern.
Great question here, and I think the answer is definitely yes. If you remember from my bio, I'm a double major and a minor. It's very doable at Southwestern, especially Gen Ed. Really, if you get that done with AP or IB, or just get out of the way early, it opens up a lot of routes for double majors and minors. Good question here, and I think the answer really comes down to just the community at Southwestern is really great, whether you're coming from big town, small town. I mean, we have all types of people here, but I really think the community is really great. There's a lot of great people here. People are very friendly, so I really think no matter where you're coming from, you'll have that chance. I think this is a really important question. The answer is like you probably expect. A lot of stuff's gone virtual, but we still can't have in-person events. We just ask that they're less than 10 people, or if they are bigger than 10 people, you just get those approved and have social distancing practices in place. Hey, business is a great major. About the major itself, there's a lot of prereqs to it, but once you get through that, there's really some interesting classes. We got some great professors in there. Some of my favorites are Andy Ross, Dr. Seehee, Dr. Flores, all great professors, and we look forward to having you in the department. I think the answer to this question varies based on who you ask, but one thing I love about the Southwestern curriculum is that you can take 4 semesters to just explore before you declare your major. So I recommend just trying something new out, maybe a class you haven't had a chance to take before, and just see if you have interest in it. Yeah, I think the best way to be exposed to meet a lot of new people is just to get involved on campus. That could be, through organizations, maybe through a sport or intramural you want to play, maybe even just through working on campus. Just get out there and meet people, and I think you'll do okay. 2 things come to mind here. I think just being around a lot of great people, having that network of friends and stuff's great. And it's also always nice to be able to, get to class in just a few minutes walk or so. That's all definitely a benefit. So this question really is just going to revolve around, what your schedule is like. I can tell you that coaches do schedule time for studying and such, and you will most likely have an off season. So you can most likely make it work, especially if you work on campus. They really do work around stuff, but definitely it depends. We got a lot of great opportunities for study abroad here. Some first-party programs that go with our school, and then we work with a lot of third-party companies as well. I did our Spain program, which was 6 weeks in the south of Spain over the summer. Had a great time doing that, learned a lot of Spanish, and had a really good experience. My favorite class I've taken outside my major has been voice and dialects. I took that my sophomore year. It's a pretty chill class. It's just 2 credits instead of 4. And basically you just learn how to speak in a couple different accents, either for theater purposes or just for fun. I think my favorite tradition is probably Monstrance the Gray Horse. That's our horse statue that sits outside the library. And at finals week and whenever there's tests, midterms and stuff, we think that if we give him an edible sacrifice, it'll bring us good luck on our papers and tests and assignments. I think the thing about research that sets Southwestern apart from most other schools is that we are an undergraduate-only institution. We don't have any graduate programs or PhD or any of that stuff here. So all the research opportunity is just on you as an undergrad. It really gives you great experience if you're looking to go into grad school. On campus, I'd say my favorite places are just going into buildings like Mood Bridwell or FJS and just using some of the empty classrooms to study. Off campus, the Lamppost Coffee is a really great place, as well as a few of the other places in the square. Just have some really good ambiance. It's a really good question here. So I think really you're looking at either doing 12 meals a week or 9 meals a week. I actually did 12 meals a week my first semester and 9 meals a week my second semester as a first year. And I think I definitely recommend going with the 12. I think it's a good deal for the money, and you're going to use those 3 extra meals. So I lived in Maybe for my first year up on the 3rd floor. That's one of our co-ed halls. That and Brown Cody are our 2 first-year co-ed halls. I really think they're both great. You definitely can't go wrong with either. I think they're both going to be great experiences. Really great place to live. I think Georgetown's great for some of the outdoor attractions we have. For example, the Blue Hole, Lake Georgetown, just a lot of the hiking trails as well. I think those are all really great things to do in Georgetown proper, and there's also lots of stuff to do just in the Austin area and Round Rock and in Austin proper. So pirate bikes are a super fun thing we have on campus. Definitely be safe with those, Don't make sure you know how to ride the bike and such. But what's really great is if you ever damage them or one is damaged, you can just flip it upside down and they'll come pick it up and repair it. Yes, I have. I actually did one last summer with Round Rock Express Minor League Baseball Club in Round Rock. Currently, I'm actually working on one with a local nonprofit, the Williamson County Children's Advocacy Center, right now, as a matter of fact. School has a lot of great resources for this kind of stuff. Our Career and Professional Development Office is actually ranked #1 in Texas and has consistently been ranked that. They have tons of outlets. They do internship fairs, usually each semester, lots of networking opportunities, and so yeah, definitely they do. I think the easiest way to think about capstone, it's sort of like Southwestern's version of you doing your thesis or your dissertation. A lot smaller scale, but it's usually a semester-long research project that you do either individually or with a small group, and then you have a chance to publish that and get some good experience. I think this is a really important question, and I really have to say that, for all the changes we've had at school with COVID policies, I really don't feel like my relationship with professors has changed at all. We are doing office hours virtually and having some classes virtually, but I really still feel like I'm getting that same academic experience. I definitely always do encourage students to bring cars. We do allow first years to do that. But I definitely do think that even if you don't have your own vehicle yourself, we have such a great community. We have a ride sharing feature on our campus app that if you ever need rides, you can certainly find one if you don't have your own car. Now we're asking some real questions here. I really think it just comes down to personal taste. If you like Mexican food, I think Dos Salsas is awesome. El Monumento is great as well. The breakfast place, Monument Cafe is also a really solid option. I think those are probably the top 3 that come to mind. All right, folks, it's about 3:30 right now, so we have a little bit more time to answer any other questions that you may have. So go ahead and submit any of those you have, and I'll try to get those answered to you before the end of the day here.
I chose SU for many reasons, but the most important one was visiting campus because I got to sit in on a class and meet lots of students, and all of my questions were answered. They got to show me around campus, and I also got to learn about their experience. 2 things. First are the fries from the Cove. I'll go down and get a late night snack from there, and the fries are the best thing. And then number 2 is chicken nugget night at the Commons. Everyone looks forward to it, and it is delicious. My favorite study spot changes all the time. Right now, it is one of the study rooms in the science building. I did study abroad. I got to study in Paris over the summer. I met a lot of different kinds of people from across the country, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Yes, it is normal to have time to volunteer. I specifically take out time to go to the hospital and volunteer. I take out about 5 hours in my day to go and do this. Most people will go volunteer local and spend a couple of hours. So this is a great question, as there are so many different kinds of research opportunities on campus. We have opportunities with every professor. You can go up and ask them what kind of research they do and join their research team. You can also be a part of our summer research program scope. So there are a mix of in-person and online courses right now. 3 of my classes are in person, while I have 1 online course, and I have lots of friends who also have a mix of everything, so it really just depends on the course and the professor. This is very hard to pick. I think for biology, my favorite professor is Dr. Todd, and for business, my favorite professor is Dr. Sihi. The best first-year residence hall is Clark, mainly because I've lived there, but it's also really fun. There's a lot of different kinds of activities that the resident assistants put together, and it's chill. I don't know how much it costs, though. Yes, you can get jobs or internships on campus as a first-year student. You can also get internships and jobs outside of campus as a first-year student, too. You can look at our job board, Hire SU, or go to the Center for Career and Professional Development. My favorite campus tradition is one that I haven't had a chance to partake in just quite yet. It is going up to the top of the Cullen Tower and signing your name. It's something that seniors get to do. Fingers crossed we'll get to do it very, very soon. SCOPE is our summer research program at SU. All the professors involved will get to choose 2 to 3 students to do research with them over the summer, and it's a paid opportunity. Students get to live on campus for free and get a stipend. I do. My all-time favorite restaurant is actually a ice cream store. It's a kids store up front and an ice cream store in the back called All Things Kids, and I also love to go to 600 Degrees for pizza. This is a really great question. Thank you for asking it. Honestly, I've had to think about this question for a little bit before I could respond because nothing negative came to mind. I feel like I'm pretty respected on campus. Sorry, I got cut off. What I was saying is that I've never really had to worry about the color of my skin or being a person of color stopping me from going after the experiences and opportunities that I've wanted to do on campus. I've actually gotten the chance to do everything I wanted to. Yes, there are lots of different kinds of extracurricular activities you can choose to be a part of. You can join the many different student organizations and clubs that we have on campus. You can also be a part of intramural sports or club sports if you choose to. I'm in 2 clubs on campus, Student Foundation and Student Philanthropy Council. Student Philanthropy Council has a lot of different philanthropic events that we plan and are part of. And Student Foundation, it does many things, 2 of which are that we plan homecoming and sing. I do not have the meal plan currently, but when I did, I had the 12 meals per week meal plan, and it was just the right amount of meals a week that I needed. It's also the most common one across campus. I think the best way to get an experience of what the classrooms are like or just what the vibe of campus is to come for a campus visit. Thank you for asking all of your questions. I had a lot of fun answering them. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you ever have any other questions.